Hello everyone, this is Krusty783 here, and today I wanted to discuss Ninjago's big monster plotlines, because over the years we've had a fair few of these. In case you didn't know, this is a plotline where the villain or villains of the season will gather a bunch of artifacts in order to release some kind of big beast or monster onto Ninjago. Some examples of this are Season 1, Rise of the Snakes, Season 5, Possession, and Season 14, Seabound. However, the two instances of this plot that are the most comparable in my opinion are the Great Devourer from Season 1 and Wojira from Season 14. You know, because they're snakes. Sea serpent. I figured that after getting a question on my Twitter which was pretty much this exact topic, I thought it would be fun to make a video about it, so this is that video. As for the MacGuffin parts of these plots, aka the Fangblade and Amulet sections, I don't really care to discuss it in depth because I kind of just don't really have much to say. In terms of which one of these is better, I think the Fangblade plot is definitely better, but I don't really care to discuss it in depth. What I really care about discussing today is the giant battles between the ninja and these monsters. First things first, I want to get into what I really liked about the battle with the Great Devourer. The main things that really stick out to me is how everyone kind of gets a part in it one way or another, and not to mention, the way the Great Devourer goes out with it dying to Garmadon wanting to take revenge on it for all the suffering it's caused him is genuinely such an excellent way to defeat that monster, and I think it's really fitting for Garmadon's character arc so far. But I want to get into more what I meant about the first part, with everyone pitching in some way. For example, Zane and the ninja are the ones who create the ultrasonic radar and end up tuning it to blast the sacred flute. The ninja using the sacred flute speakers on the Great Devourer is what allows them to find out about its weak spot and eventually leads to its defeat. I also really like how Kai gives the other ninja a speech in order to motivate them and get them to fight the Devourer. I thought that scene was very good. Another moment I really like is when Kai finally has to swallow his pride regarding Garmadon and give him the golden weapons in order to defeat the Devourer. I think it's a really great moment for his character, and it's a really great wrapping up of his plot in Season 1. What I love about the battle against the Great Devourer is that so many little character moments and great tiny bits of character development go into defeating this big monster, and I think it really makes it feel like a team effort when it comes to defeating it, and I think that is a lot of fun. But as you might have guessed by now, based on the fact that I laid out what I liked about the Great Devourer first, I'm gonna give the win here to Wojira. One of my big reasons for thinking this is that in between Season 1 and Seabound is about 10 years of technological development and improvement on the part of the Ninjago staff. What I'm saying here is that the fight is infinitely more well made. The animation is better, the lighting is better, the environments are better. Just say something is better, it probably is. The Season 1 Devourer fight was great, but the wide sweeping shots of the city look really, really bad. Seabound's Wojira fights do not have this problem. Also due in part to the switch from Wheel Film to WildBrain Studios for animation, the movement of Wojira is just a lot smoother than the Devourers could ever be. This makes the animation and movement of Wojira a lot more fluent, and as a result makes her fight scenes with Nia's dragon a lot more competent, especially when compared to the fight scenes between the Great Devourer and the Ultra Dragon seen in Season 1. The Season 1 Great Devourer and Ultra Dragon fight, while was pretty great, was mostly just consisted of aimless bashing and elemental power blasts, whereas the Nia vs Wojira fight in Seabound was a lot better choreographed and just felt a lot more professional. It didn't have to just rely on power blasts every 5 seconds. The last reason why I prefer Wojira's invasion of Ninjago over the Great Devourers is how it ends. While I do think the efforts to defeat the Great Devourer from everyone in Season 1 are really awesome, I also really like how much of a burden is placed on Nia and Seabound, because she is the only one who can stop Wojira. I think that makes her a really meaningful story for Nia, especially when it comes down to her having to give up everything in order to stop Wojira. What I like most about the Wojira invasion, especially in comparison to the Great Devourers, is that it has long-term consequences. The ninjas suffer a devastating loss in order to stop this in the form of losing Nia. This loss goes on to affect them for an entire year leading up to Crystalized, and even when Nia comes back, she comes back without her powers. You know, and the ninja go to prison because of it. My point is, the battle with Wojira extracts a very heavy toll, not only for the entirety of Ninjago City, but also for the ninja. And that, over everything else, is why I prefer it to the Great Devourer fight in Season 1. What do you think though? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and which of these plots you think is better. I'd love to hear what you all think. As always, if you found this video enjoyable, be sure to leave a like rating on it and share it with a friend if you found it interesting enough to do so. Also, thank you to my wonderful channel members whose names are on screen now. If you want to get membership, hit the join button down below, although do not feel pressured to. You are not obligated to give me money. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.